Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and today we got the official announcement of the brand new New Zealand reserve, and as most of us expected, it is New Zealand, which is an absolute awesome thing. I'm so happy that they finally did announce it, and it's everything that I ever really wanted in a map. And based off of the trailer, which we will be showing right now, it looks to be pretty much everything I was hoping for. The only thing that I saw that could maybe have been a little bit different is I didn't see Rusa or Sandbar deer, and they didn't mention them at all in the species list, which is a little bit unfortunate. But they did mention a lot of species that I'm very excited to hunt, and we're going to kind of go over them right now. So the first one that they talked about was the Sika Deer, which we kind of already knew that they were going to be coming in because of the teaser that they put on Instagram, but it is now completely confirmed that Sika Deer are one of the species that's going to be there. Another species that's going to be on there is the Chamois, which you guys will see in the trailer along with the Sika Deer. They also added in feral pigs, which I kind of actually didn't expect them to add those, but very happy that they did. They look really good. Now this next one you guys may actually remember me doing a video on for the Hunter Classic, and that is the feral goats. I'm super excited to see these guys being added to the game. My hope is that they have as much variety as the ones on the Hunter Classic, which I'm assuming that they probably will, but it's hard to say until we actually get them. But either way, they're probably going to be my favorite thing to hunt, or at least one of my favorite things to hunt. Next up, we got the red deer, which everybody has already seen from the teaser trailers, so we're not going to talk too much about them. Next up is the European rabbits, which were just recently added on Hirschfelden, and now they're also going to be on New Zealand, which this was another one that a lot of people kind of expected, just because of the fact that they added them in so close to the release of a new map, and they can also be in New Zealand, so it was another pretty much no-brainer where it was very likely that they would be added. Next, we got the Fallow Deer, which is something that a lot of people, including myself, have been wanting on another map for so long. And to hear that we're finally going to get them on a separate map from Hirschfelden is absolutely amazing. A lot of people were really wanting whitetail deer to be on the map, and I was kind of hoping that they would be, but I think the fact that we have fallow deer on this map along with Sika and red deer and feral goats is going to make this interesting enough with deer species. And now for this last one that I actually was not really expecting them to do, even though they are in New Zealand. I never really expected them to add them. I honestly thought it would be a different bird species, but we're going to be getting the turkey along with New Zealand, which is, as I was saying, I wasn't really expecting it. But, I mean, I guess another map to hunt turkey isn't necessarily a bad thing, and with as much people that wanted turkey for the longest time, we now have it on 2 maps for you guys that enjoy the turkey hunting, so that's kind of cool, I guess. But the next thing that we're going to talk about is probably what I'm most interested in, actually, and that is the brand new rifle that's being added with this reserve. And they announced that it is the 303 British. This was my second or third choice for a new rifle. I really wanted the 308 or the 7mm Mod 8, but the 303 British was going to be my third choice, so I'm very happy to see that that rifle will get a place in the game finally. If I remember to do it, I'll put up some footage from the Hunter Classic with the 303 British rifle. It is an absolute powerhouse of a gun, can pretty much just drop elk on the spot in Classic, so very excited to see how that rifle performs in Call of the Wild. If I am remembering right, it should be around the power of a 300, maybe a little bit more. You guys can correct me on that if I'm wrong, but it is a very powerful round and should have plenty of knockdown power for things like red deer, if they allow us to shoot red deer with it, but I'm pretty sure it's got to be usable on them. Otherwise, I don't think they would be adding it in with this reserve, since red deer, I believe, are the biggest animal here, so I'd imagine that 303 will be usable on them. But the next thing that they talked about was adding in a new skin for one of the guns. They never told us which gun, but we are going to be getting a brand new skin for one of the rifles in the game. While we're thinking about it, let's go ahead and just take those 2 out. I kind of forgot to be shooting them while I'm chatting about the new map, but anyway, yeah, there's going to be a new gun skin. It hasn't been announced which one it's going to be, but we are going to be getting a new skin for one of the rifles. They also did give us a release date in the trailer, and the release date is December 10th. Unfortunately, the console release date has been delayed once again due to issues with all of the current situation. As you guys could imagine, with them working from home and stuff like that, it makes it a little more difficult to get a simultaneous release on all platforms, and that's why we're not going to be able to get that with this reserve. It's a little bit unfortunate, but I can understand it. Everything's a little bit unpredictable at the current moment, so it's very understandable that there is a delay. It sucks, yeah, but unfortunately there's not really anything we can do about it. But in the meantime, for everybody that's on console, you can always keep up to date with the map by watching all the content creators, including myself. I will be putting out so many videos on this new map the second it releases, and I am super happy to get my hands on it. That is a whitetail buck right there. Let's see if we can get it to move before we take a shot. Overall, I do think this is going to be my brand new favorite map, just based off of all the species that are on it. Because I have been wanting Sika Deer and Fallow Deer on another map for a while, along with the feral goats, and I think that should have been a good shot right there. First shot was terrible, but that one looked decent at least. But I think that, as I was saying, the feral goats are probably going to be my favorite thing on this map. They just look so good from the trailer, and in Classic they were one of my favorite species, so I am super excited to see how they are. Now, one thing that quite a few people, including myself, were wondering is why there's no tar on the map, and personally I feel like it's gotta be something to do with the long hair on them, because they do have issues with getting long-haired animals in the game. They've talked about this a few times in the past, and unfortunately it's one of the limitations of their graphics engine. They never really mentioned anything about why they didn't add the tar. They did say that if we would like tar in the game, to let it be known on social media and all of their different platforms that they are on, because they will be taking feedback, obviously, for future additions to the map and stuff like that. So anytime that you guys want a specific species, let it be known, because they take a lot of their feedback from all their social media platforms. So if there's an animal you guys want to see in the future for New Zealand, be sure to let them know. Also, real quickly while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to attempt to pronounce the name of this map. I think it's Te Awaroa. I think that's how it's pronounced, but that is the name of the new map. And I apologize if my English isn't 100% making sense at the moment. I woke up like not even an hour ago and watched the trailer, watched a little bit of the EW live stream, and now I am recording, so haven't had my coffee or anything like that. So probably don't make sense half the time when I'm talking, but trying to get a video out to you guys as soon as I can because of the fact that this is such amazing news. Anyway, if there is anything that you guys have wanted to see with this reserve, or anything that you're particularly excited about, let me know in the comments below. I do love going through and reading everything that you guys say about all of the new stuff coming to Call of the Wild. I'm super excited. Overall, I think this is going to be pretty much everything that I had wanted, minus a few things not being there, like the Rusa, the sandbar, and the tar. Other than that, this map is everything that I had wished for, and just having Sika Deer, Fallow Deer, and Red Deer is going to make this map one of my favorites, considering the deer species are my favorites to hunt, and then the feral goats being added on top of that are going to make this map, I think, by far my most played map. But it's hard to say as of now. Once we get a chance to jump on it and take on some of the new species, then I'll be able to make a final verdict on whether or not it's my favorite map, but right now it's really looking like it's going to be. But anyway, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. We are trying to get to 7,500 subscribers before the end of the year. So if you're enjoying the content and you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, like the video if you guys have not already. I post 7 videos a week along with 5 live streams, and liking the video really helps push those out to other viewers. But with all that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!